It's been like 2 years since Season 4 premiered. That's a long time to wait for new adventures. And what are we gonna get this time? More galaxy-spanning threats and emotionally charged interactions? You're saying that like it's a bad thing. Hey, Commander Fennec here, and Discovery is back for one last grand adventure. It's been a heck of a bumpy ride though, hasn't it? Over the last few seasons? I'd have to agree. There's been a lot of ups and downs, including a particularly dire season finale. You're talking about Season 3, right? With the crying Kelpian.
Even I thought that was ridiculous.
But through it all, the founding principles that differentiate Star Trek from any other sci-fi show has always been there. I'd have to agree. The giant tardigrade from Season 1 was a prime example. Rather than torture a sentient being to get the tech they needed, Stamets engineered himself to take over its functions. Can't get more Star Trek than that. And the same could be said for Species 10C from Season 4. The ending was as Star Trek as you could get.
And now it's Season 5.
Indeed, a shorter one with only 10 episodes, 2 of which were shown at the same time, which we'll be looking at here. Now, it's going to be tricky to talk about this without spoiling anything, so... Spoiler alert! Shields up! The mood of this season is totally different. Yes, there's another galaxy-spanning threat. Well, potentially. But the whole premise is based on one of my favorite episodes, which aired 31 years ago. That's a heck of a long time to wait for a sequel. It is, and truth be told, I was always disappointed they never actually did anything with that episode's revelation. Except now we've got a whole season devoted to it, it seems. Indeed, with the thrill of the chase. I see what you did there. Along with adventure, mystery, and puzzles all being present and correct.
Except the increased budget makes this a more visually exciting adventure.
There's a lot of that to be sure. We even get to see stuff like a different Zoom-type robot sticking the knife into Stamets' pride because his own legacy won't go beyond Discovery's spore drive.
Makes you wonder, if the Federation's not going to be using that tech, why is Disco still allowed to use it?
So the story can still follow a ship with a unique propulsion drive.
Oh yes. Of course.
These 2 episodes take us to various locations, from a desert planet,
which reminded me of the first episode of Disco's first season,
to a lush tropical one,
similar to TNG's Arsenal of Freedom,
but with a much bigger budget. And the cast are back, including Book and Tilly. What about Jet Reno? We haven't seen her yet, but according to the roster, she should be part of this year's adventure. Cute. Because I love her. She's spoken for, McClock. A bird can dream mouse. There's also a new officer, the grumpy, no-nonsense Captain Raynor. And I instantly fell in love with him. What about Jet? You just said you were spoken for.
He definitely has a tie.
I do. I must say, though, that when the episode started, I was groaning. Here we were again with Michael, the captain, performing a highly dangerous mission on her own. Yeah, you're right, but we let her learn how she got into that mess, and it made a lot more sense. I begrudgingly agree. I quite like the advanced techs we're seeing, like how a phaser grows into a rifle, or how the environmental spacesuit just appears around a crew member when needed. Very Marvel. That worked well, and takes advantage of having leapt 1,000 years in the future, setting the show apart from the other series in the franchise.
Plus, they were fun to watch.
This is gearing up to be a very action-packed season, which feels like a departure from the more somber tone that came before. Most of the characters get a good amount of screen time and stuff to do. There's also a lot of emotional stuff going on. Come on, McClock. Sentient species gonna do what they're gonna do. Anyway, I've got a good feeling about this season. Nothing like a good treasure hunt to get the juices flowing. Remember Season 3? It too started with a great mystery, and look where it ended up. Let's remain cautiously optimistic, shall we? The motorcycle chase reminded me a little too much of Star Trek Nemesis, and the less said about that movie, the better. There's always going to be stuff to grab about, McClock, but I'd like to focus more on the story myself, when possible. Like, is it engaging enough? Actually, all that action can be a little too Kelvin timeline pew-pew action over narrative consistency. Know what I mean? There is a potential danger, that is true, and only time will tell as the story develops across those 10 episodes. But what about the small universe syndrome then? What are you on about? The fact Book just happens to know Maul.
Oh, I like Maul and Locke. They're fun additions. Bounty hunting for the thrill of it, and they're clearly in love.
A small universe is a problem for so many stories. I don't let it worry me. And what about the fact some super advanced technology was discovered, and fearing it would be used for evil purposes, rather than destroy it, that Romulan scientist not only decided to, but also had time to create an elaborate treasure hunt, splitting a map 5 ways leading to its hiding place. To be frank, it's way more believable than a starship powered by mushrooms able to travel instantaneously across the galaxy. Fair point. The adventure has well and truly started, and I'm awarding Red Directive and Under the Twin Moons 3 paws. But tell me, what did you think of this episode? Share your thoughts in the comments. Live long, and may the Force be with you.